Welcome back, folks. We've made it to day 9 of Advent. It is Monday, December 9th. For real, it actually is. It's pretty cool. This has been a really fun project so far. I've never taken on anything quite like this in my short 2-year YouTube career, but it's been pretty fun. Trying to get these shot and uploaded on a daily basis has its challenges, but I'm definitely learning a few things. So it's pretty cool. So anyway, for those of you who are just tuning in and have not been watching the first 8 days, what we're doing is a double bourbon advent calendar tasting. So I have 2 bourbon advent calendars with a couple of bourbon and whiskey groups I'm in here in Michigan. So the story here, for those of you who are just tuning in for the first time and have not seen the other videos, which you should go check out the other videos. I mean, come on, what are you doing here if you're not watching all of them? There'll be a couple end screens at the end of the video to navigate you to a couple. I'll throw another fun one, at the top of the screen right now. Maybe the one yesterday. I had some interesting tasting notes. It was Pop-Tarts. You want to look at that one. So, yeah, what we're doing here, I'm in a couple of different bourbon and whiskey groups here in the state of Michigan. And one of them gave us what's a true double blind, and that's actually this glass here, glass number 1 for the day. And we just kind of contributed our buy-in, and then they did the rest. No idea what the bottles are, no idea the order, nothing. So we're just tasting and seeing what we know or most likely don't. The other one they're calling it a top shelf pick, and it's a $100 or greater bottle that I and 24 other people, we each said, hey, if you want to participate, get a bottle that you paid $100 or more for, put it in sample bottles, we'll do the rest. So they did all the labeling, putting them in whatever order that they're in and giving them back to everybody. So that one I do have a list of. There's been a couple kind of interesting surprises. I found a few things I like. I found a few things I really didn't like, particularly that Bardstown Silver Oak. You should go look at that too. Yeah, it's kind of cool to have one that's completely random and up in the air and I have no idea, and the other one that I have a short list that it could be, and then I get to do a fun little scratch-off activity to find out what it is. So that's kind of neat too. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into glass number 1 for the day, the true double blind tasting. Okay, instantly not a fan. Instantly, nope, don't like it. And we can move on to glass number 2. I'm kidding, I'll at least taste it. So I was thinking maybe I was getting some red wine funk, kind of, I've had a couple of those like wine barrel aged bottles that I wasn't a fan of, C Silver Oak. But then I get a very weird note that I have not tasted or smelled in bourbon before. And that note is from south of the border. That note is tequila. Why am I smelling tequila in this? I don't know. That's interesting. Don't know what to say about that. Well, on that note, let's just get into it. I will temper my expectations, but here we go. All right, the taste is far better than the smell. I will give it that. I don't know what is going on in the nose here, but the nose on this is a 2. I don't like anything. I don't want to smell that anymore. I don't like that at all. So we're done with nosing notes on this one. Let's go back to the taste. I detect a little bit of whatever that funk is, but I can't put my finger on. It's not so aggressive or egregious that I have a problem with it. It's sweet. I said I was going to do that. Why did I do that? I wasn't going to do that, and I smelled it again. It's got a sweetness to it. Middle of the road proof, nothing crazy. It's under 110. It's probably under 105. It's just fairly lackluster in general. I mean, it's got some. Listen, I can't get past the nose. Every time I go to sip it, when I sip a bourbon, I'll take a smell as I'm going to drink it, and it just ruins it for me with this one. Experiment time. Let's give it a minute and just think about, how was your day? Mine was okay. All right, it was better before I smelled this. I'm gonna try to sip and break my habit. I'm not gonna smell it. It's better. It's got some rye going on for sure. I don't know. It's a 33. It's double threes. It's just, it's fine. That's not fine. 33 is not fine. It's subpar. I just got some of that tequila. I wonder if it's like a tequila barrel aged something. That'd be funny if it was. I don't like that at all. Never again. Don't do that to me anymore. A few minutes has passed. I've allowed some of that to clear out. Yeah. Don't like that one. Let's move on to what I hope are better things. And I'll tell you what, when I poured this in the glass, I really noticed something. Take a look at that color. That's like cola color right there. That is dark. So we've got some age, or we've got some heat, or we've got some multiple barrels. We probably won't find out which. We will at the end, but I'd like to say I'll find out myself, but you know, I'm only semi-pro at this point. Smells warm. Smells a little warm, a little spicy. Spicy but good. Some cinnamon. Maybe a little nuttiness. God, that color is throwing me. I don't know what that could be. That looks very interesting. Some sweetness, some cherry. That's not exactly what I expected. Proof is lower than I expected. I mean, a little bit of spice in the front. After that, nothing. Water. It's water from the mid palate through the finish. Like, just nothing. Some rye spice from the tip of the tongue to the mid palate. Kind of fades away. A little burn underneath, but then it really goes away quick. Let's see, do we have a finish to speak of? I haven't been able to tell yet. It kind of hangs around for a minute. Honestly, like it's fine. It's a bit lackluster from what I expected pouring it. It's not really doing it for me. All right, we're gonna try something different. We're gonna try a new strategy here, and I'll tell you what in just a moment. So I'm in a Facebook Messenger group with everyone else in this, and someone said, this one really needs a drop of water to open up. So let's try. Nah, didn't fix it. At least not for me. Maybe I'm not a drop of water guy. I don't know. I usually like my stuff higher proof, and I get maybe that helps open up for some people, but like, I don't know, 61. Yeah, that was, like I said, a little bit of a lackluster rating. I mean, maybe it's because I expected too much when I saw the color. The nose was fine. The taste was fine. The nose was great, but it kind of let me down. So again, kind of a just above average rating. Do our scratch off here. It's way harder to do this one-handed than I expected. All right, what are you? You get to see it first. What is this? Let's find out. This is Peerless Double Oaked Rye. There's the color. I told you one of the options was double barrel, and I think I mentioned rye spice. And I actually did have this at Peerless when I was in Kentucky in March. If you, I'll put a link up above to my Bourbon Trail video, and you can actually see some video of when we were at Peerless and some of the tasting we went through. It was pretty cool, but the taste clearly did not stick with me for me to identify. That color makes a lot more sense now. So, double oak rye, Peerless. Interesting. Well, it's right in the middle of the pack, and honestly, if you check out the video I posted, you'll see that I was at least trying to stick to my bourbon budget, and I did buy about $30 or $40, and that bottle at the distillery I think was 100. Was it 100? Was it 120? Was it 90? I don't know. Anyway, significant. It was our first stop, so I was trying not to, go crazy right out the gate. But it's fine, but I don't need one. So appreciate you stopping by. Check out the video. Make sure you come back tomorrow, the big 1-0, day 10 tomorrow, and I'll see you there. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. Cheers, everybody. Thanks.